2006, Millennium Challenge Corporation, or MCC, is signing one 5-year compact agreement with the government belong Vanuatu, belong fund them 11 infrastructure projects.
Money where MCC is giving belong infrastructure project ya, ikasem samples 6 billion fatu.
Stampa ting belong infrastructure project ya long first place, may include them construction belong wharf, airport, road, more warehouse, long 8 different island, long Vanuatu. After long one good fella study, more analysis long bidding process, ikat one rescoping long project take place for them some practical reasons. Phase 1, emi from fluctuation long exchange rate. Number 2, emi from construction cost whereby continue long increase, more 2 suppose ikat delay long all work long project. After long rescoping, main goal long project ya, emi long reduce poverty long rural areas, more encourage economic activities long yumi long side long tourism, more agriculture through long kutfala road infrastructure. Long make say infrastructure project ya iran good, government is set up Millennium Challenge account Vanuatu or MCA-V, one unit inside long ministry belong finance more economic management belong administrative work belong infrastructure project ya between MCC government belong Vanuatu more all nara entities.
Now we are by mi folem storian belong Evate Ring Road Mosanto East Coast Road. Mo by mi folem 2 storian belong Millennium Challenge account Vanuatu or MCA Vanuatu.
Before, macam lo mibla all local contractor macam time mibla when them come work lo one place lo rural lo at lo open area lo come lo rural. Emi kara mibla 4 to 5 hours from road inukut slam down walk. After some time mibla come all wheel blow truck he broke from road inukut. All spring it broke. After slam down walk. Mo all same lo side lo business. All kind TVX also na igiling business from posting.
And overall your livestock business including abattoir place ya. Same something, but every transporters and every farmers who take them bullock lo truck take them less time means less stress equal on animal. Same before I mean truck is shake or bullock is shake. Sometimes bullock come long place ya 10 head lo truck 5 low floor 5 stand up. So really bad damage is have caused them. Now yeah some less damage from shorter trip, shorter time for trip and smooth road, and also transporter too happy with them same reason lo plantation blomifala less damage long vehicle.
Being the only country in the region to have benefited from the MCC Compact Fund, a lot of questions were also raised as to how a small country like Vanuatu qualifies from a development partner like the United States of America. I wish to encourage each and every one of us that we have all worked together in one long journey of life, from the initial compact negotiation to the project scoping, rescoping, exercise to the road infrastructure design, then on the road construction. And today we have finally reached the completion of the road construction, and our journey of life still continues in ensuring that the road is well maintained, the life of this road continue to be extended and further improved in future, and it is in the people's hand. It is the people road. I wish to conclude by conveying our sincere appreciation and thank you to Mas. Thank you to the people and the government of the United States of America. The people and the government of New Zealand.
Long today time we talk about program long MCA-Vanuatu. We want them tell them also say Vanuatu, since we're signing long agreement between government Blayumilo Vanuatu mo Millennium Challenge Corporation. Long back long 2006, lo one compact where total amount Blahemi 65.69 million US dollars, or equivalent long 6 billion Vatu. Hemi fundia hemi kam long help me plo improve Tuvala Road project me. One hemi FAD Ring Road. Mo number 2 project hemi long Santo East Coast Road where hemi start from.
One interesting milestone where you may look long project ya, a government partnership between US government belong Vanuatu, mo New Zealand government. He can belong work together, mo completing one big fala project. New Zealand government, and me look save importance belong to Vala Road ya, mo over one additional fund, long one amount belong 900 million Vatu towards construction, belong Evate Ring Road, mo Santo East Coast Road.
Roger, by hemi helping you fella, long take him something long you fella, I go long market. Roger, by hemi take him picking long you fella, I go long school. Roger, by hemi take him sick man, I go long hospital. Mo Roger, by hemi give hand plenty, long take him tourists, I go long get a good fella tourist attractions. New fella Roger, hemi stop awesome one important something. You me everyone must play a role, belong you me, belong look out them good, more maintain them good, more use them good, Roger.
The Millennium Challenge Corporation, MCC, is a United States government agency. The MCC board, Millennium Challenge Corporation, has its own board headed up by Secretary Hillary Clinton. And the board has 3 categories and 17 criteria. Firstly, ruling justly. Ruling justly covers areas such as control of corruption. The second category is investing in your people. And this covers the important areas of health and education and natural resource management. The third category is economic freedom. And economic freedom is very important in areas such as trade policy, the costs and time of starting a business.
Rotia I mekem se Seva provincial government I look one new opportunity mo I set him up one strategy plong save him money plong all people plong him mo give him better services long all visitors round long Evate Ring Road. Seva provincial government I invest him some money will receive him long MCA quarry payment plong set him up 13 road market long Evate Ring Road. Road market ya I help him plant a mama plong stop no more long village mo enem Fatu.
Before road is no good, we can less man. Before the road is good, we can plant a man. For example, last man is we can 10 man no me golo pele. Penaya Mr. Karem 2 pasi golo pele.
John Tamara mi looking big fella success long Evate offshore island tua blong him. All tua we mi stop make him start long hotel long Port Villa mo ko long Evate Ring Road mo taken poti ko long Pele Island. John Tamara mi save smile now ya mo kat confidence long future long business long him.
The government Emi chusum rodia, blo show him commitment blong em. Long improve service, more access, especially long all rural people. More long give him chance, long all new investment. You mean no want them say rodia, and me give him chance, long all no good fasten, long he start kerap. Also, by him Salem crown, and you be a more larval something. You valayet all man place is of a make him development there. Because road, Pambaya me stimulate him, Pambaya me make him say, you miss of a make him more something. Blow make him say economy blow you me, and become more strong.
When I was saying this road to improvement lo business blow sometimes me vala still things say people not turn up, so long fast and business sometimes me vala no sabi take care lo need because time come from me vala things say full up come all same all time, then me vala stop look full up because stop come or no even make booking only come no more from Rotikut, so same say me vala mas ready long all unexpected visitors belum mivala all stop come, so we can say mivala must think a little bit more planning ahead, belong take care long all unexpected people or guests all just come in no more, belong sit down drink one drink or kakai after the call. Before only book only come only stop one night from road in the good penny them the same only pop in only come only drink swim kakai miss only pop up. So,
we're absolutely thrilled that the road has been finished, and it's made such a huge difference to us here at Vellet Bay Plantation. We're developing our bar here, which you can see behind 51 South, and without the completion of the road, it would not have been possible to sustain a viable business here. And also the knock-on effects as well for local craftsmen as well from the town, from Luganville. It's so much easily accessible for them now. We had a gentleman in yesterday who's a very skilled carpenter, and he's brought some of his carvings down here. We're helping him with that, and literally today we have a couple here on the tour boat. They've just brought one of the big carvings, and before the road would have been completed, we just wouldn't have seen those tradesmen come down here and get involved, with the tourism at this end of the island, because they're just too isolated without the road.
One longol main ting is tap emi blong give him ownership blong road iko longol people mo government blong Vanuatu. So long February 2010 long first section handing over ceremony blong evate ring road mo Santo East Coast Road all people blong evate inemem rodia also road of life or road blong life. All people blong Santo all inemem Santo East Coast Road also Goodwill Highway or road blong all good fala something. One baseline 2008 roadside enterprise survey is show MCA 360 roadside enterprise within 10 km catchment area belong Evate Ring Road, mo Santo East Coast Road. Mo long 2011 number belong roadside enterprise iko antap kasem 644 roadside enterprise. Out long 644 roadside enterprise ya 182 emilong Evate Ring Road mo 440 long Santo East Coast Road.
From him start 25 kilometers away from town. Full up time service delivery him no kutumas. Road before MC hemi come in. Road condition hemi bad, hemi really bad. Hemi stop affect them full up area blow life blow school blow pinini more full up school assets too. Also all track blow and so on. So I think the two things I can say is before hemi no good when no good. Him slow him down progress blow work. Then naya hemi speed him up, hemi got efficiency logo.
Rotia 2 I make him say some existing business. I roll him out. All plans were only been stopped think about before. But now ya where roti could I make him say all dream ya come true.
What I'm doing is I collect American Second World War Coca-Cola bottles. then I became the best Coca-Cola bottle in Vanuatu. I repeat, I became the best Coca-Cola bottle in Vanuatu, also in the Pacific Boys and Girls.
The road has had a number of benefits that we'd never considered. I've driven 2 or 3 times now on the road right to the far end since it's been completed, and it was good to see quite a number of hire cars pulling off the road at Port Orley to go to the beach. This obviously is spreading the tourism Vaatu a little bit more into the Vanuatu culture, into the Vanuatu community, which is excellent. As I said earlier, the car hire was something we never even thought of, but I know there is now a new business here in town hiring out Jeeps, what look like World War II Jeeps, and I believe they are quite fun to drive, and it is now economically worth hiring a car. Beforehand, where you could only drive around on the bitumen around town, it really wasn't worth it.
EDI Works is a part of Downer Group Australia, with headquarters in Sydney, and we're part of the South Pacific operation. We've employed a number of subcontractors on this job, namely, first one was CTF, local firm run by Maurice, who did the surveying, then ACOM, who are part of a large consultancy who did the geotechnical design for the road. Then we moved on and we employed some local people, hired trucks locally, hired some plant, got some subcontractors, MA Builders, Seaview Holdings, and to do the work on Santo we engaged Flametree, who are a Fiji-based company. And on Santo, Flametree did all the drainage and all the pavement work, which is the biggest part of the whole job there. 58 kilometres of road on Santo, 92 kilometres of road on Afate, making a total of 150 kilometres.
Okay, before lo rotemino kamin lo ples plo yumi lo potolri, lo saip lo all services plo mi fla lo plesia, I think around lo village sometime emi hat lomba mi masa ko visite mol pikinini plus tiki meke mol vaccine from where track sometime emi sta prok town mo lo half road emi ami hat lomba mi masa move hurry up lom ko lo visite ma 2 or 3 center lo clinic plo mi o ole mi hat tu plo mama
Rot isabe bring him plante kut vala something. But nara side long coin, rot too isabe bring him denser long yumi time yumi no careful, blong folem straight fasin blong yusum rotia. Rot safety emi one long keta important fasin, blong make him say yumi save avoid them, plante no kut something, where yumi save kasem long rotia. Contractor, down a ADI limited, ibin organize him, all road safety posta competition long all schools, mo educate all pignini, mo all people long community about road signs, HIV mo AIDS, mo nara fasin, plong yusum good rodia. Road by continual sa one safe place no mo suppose yumi respect them road signs, walk about long right place all time, follow all straight fasin time yumi stop yusum road. Mo too, no damage all road signs. From the road signs, he give him all important message long one driver, long one and long make him. Time him stop drive long road.
As to do all that, we had to win 520,000 cubic metres of coral to make the aggregate, 25,000 cubic metres of sealing chip we produced. That's the black stone that goes on top of the road. We sealed. The road has 2 coats of seal. Each seal coat was 900,000 square metres, so making a total seal area of 1.8 million square metres. And the pipes for the drainage, the main pipes under the road, the 750mm diameter culverts, we laid 3,500 metres of pipe. That's 3.5 kilometres of pipe. And between the drainage and the pavement Those were by far the biggest items of work. On top of that, there was road signs, some small bridging work, some access ways and entrance ways to properties. But putting in the pipes and building the coral pavement and sealing it were the key parts to the road.
We also employed over 300 people, Nivan people, during the construction of this work in Santo and Afate. And those people were very valuable employees to Downer, and we'd like to acknowledge their very hard work and the significant contribution they made. And this project here, we had this project delivered by all those people. There were 850,000 man hours of work on this project, and there was not one what we call lost time injury. In other words, if no one got hurt so badly that they could not come back to work the next day. And that's a really great achievement, and it's a reflection on everybody who worked on the job and how hard they worked and how safely they worked. Certainly look forward to, from a Downer point of view, to continuing to work in this country, because we've enjoyed this very much. Thank you very much.
Okay, ol fama really klatu mastu lo set lo rotia from MEC ani MCA moli nomo stone lo rotol sempifo we li harim no kut tamul kasam kanal tami kampak pe kamu tam panatol pe titi tam roto mi walsem tami ko ilaviko ani kampak mi lafak ani kampak em richois lehem lo nem roto hemi stap.
Travikau nemi one important survey information tool plong find out how much number plong track we libin stop usum road time we roti no kut yet mon now ya time roti kut. Travikau 2 I help em Vanuatu government mo MCA-Vanuatu plong mesarem impact plong tuvala rotia long lives plong yumi olman place. MCA-Vanuatu mo public works department ibin karemau traffic count survey long tuvala rotia information weli katarem long number plong track we livin finem I help em yumi plong manage em mo ensure em sustainability plong tuvala rotia.
Play count them hamas track is away run lo 1 hour mo how now emisave ron name trip hurry up lo awa emisave ko kam hamas time plemi fly no tem town
long fasinia yumi save tekem kut falakia long road blong yumi plong mekem say save stop long time mo sevem yumi proposing blong woman we only cut business emi increase long 24% long 2008 ko kasem 29.4% long 2011. One big fella look stop say impact plong road increase in local income.
Here you have two development partners working together with a government that was committed to the project from the very beginning. And that's very important. I remember, Mr. Prime Minister, when we were here for the PIF, I won't mention what country, but I'm accredited to 3 Pacific Island nations, and one of the ministers from one of the other 2 said to me after the leaders meeting at Havana, "Excellency, I want a road." And his secretary said, "Honorable Minister, the reason they have a road is because they have good governance." And that's what this is all about. From the very beginning, regardless of who was seated to my left or my right in the Vanuatu government, you've been committed to this project's completion. And what's important is you completed this project ahead of schedule and on budget. And that's important.
Vanuatu is important to us. In America, we remember World War II. We remember the role that Vanuatu played, that your fathers and grandfathers and even maybe great-grandfathers played in helping us in that great struggle so many years ago. But we also know about Vanuatu now. And Vanuatu is of strategic importance to the United States, not because it's a huge country or on a critical frontier or has resources that are exceptionally important to the United States. It's a strategic partner for the United States because of what you believe in and what you act out in your government and in your society. Vanuatu is a country that was selected for the Millennium Challenge account in a very competitive process, competing with countries all over the world. And what mattered in the selection of Vanuatu is the fact that you believe in just and fair and open government, that you believe in investing in your people, that you believe in economic freedom, that you're a country that, as you say in your motto, stands with God in the same way that we say we trust in God. Vanuatu has been an important partner for us. We believe that Vanuatu has the potential to be an inspiration, not merely in the Pacific, but around the world.
This is your 2005 scorecard. This is how you got your first compact. Vanuatu scored green against all the other countries that were lower income countries. That meant that compared to other lower income countries, Vanuatu passed all of our criteria in the category of ruling justly. Our second category is investing in people. Now you'll see one red. Red here means you failed that criteria. But to pass the category, you must pass half or more. So you got 3 greens. So you failed immunisation rates in 2005. The third category is economic freedom. And 2 reds, that's 2 fails, but 3 passes. So Vanuatu passed all of our 3 criterias and all but 3.
This program undoubtedly represents a new and unique partnership established between Vanuatu and the United States. A partnership, I believe, has been strengthened through hardworking people like Ambassador Taylor and Deputy Vice President of the Compact Implementation, Mrs. Frances Reed. On this score, I urge that we must work together to strengthen Vanuatu's candidacy for a second compact.
Time Vanuatu ibin eligible blong karem Fesfala Compact Fund long MCC, skokat blong Vanuatu long 2006 isoim se Vanuatu ipasem full up long criteria inside long skokat ya. However, long this year 2011, time we MCC ibin release him skokat blong Vanuatu back again. Results we skokat isoim emino match good. Vanuatu ibin felem samvala criteria inside long skokat ya. Emia iminim se possibility plong karem one more compact fund long MCC emino easy.
In these two criteria where Vanuatu is not showing a pass relative to other countries, sometimes it's also because the quality of data, of reporting your progress and achievements. Currently though, Vanuatu has not passed the economic freedom category. So you'll see only two passes, two green columns, and 1, 2, 3, 4 columns are red. The columns, the criteria that we're not currently passing are things like the costs and time of business startup, regulatory quality, trade policy, land rights. Now Vanuatu previously had passed this category, but currently is struggling to pass it because 3 years ago you were doing so well, you graduated from a low-income country to a lower middle-income country. So you're now competing against more competitive countries.
Time road plong karem second compact ibin fast folem results we MCC is korem long Vanuatu this year 2011. Government of the day been proactive plong respond effectively. Prime Minister Sato Kilman ibin singaute one high-level meeting where katarem together all development partners, all Director General, all directors, more nara high-level officers inside long government mo NGOs. Plong try come up with a more strategic thinking. Plong make MCA-Vanuatu is have solve more issues where ME been failing long MCC criteria. Mo to improve long all nara national priority agenda plong hem.
Tayo Mr. Toko, wala mo minute plong make em plong you qualify for second compact. Ika plan na Toko yung kamot at parang say you be doing well. Why now you will not qualify? Meeting here this morning, very important. From you everyone, individual development partners to you, from you be proactive about data who you make, information who you make. Because one of the issues in the last few reportings, impossible say you make two different lot of data. Even suppose you will qualify yet for second compact, we start now here. You will sort of prove longer. Say you did do better, despite the fact that you will come out of low income status, you will go low middle income status. You will not look long, level compact anymore. Every important say you must look for level of country where you can get there. Where you can start there? Economically, or across all other sectors as well. 2011, celebrating.
I'm responsible for compacts in Europe, Asia, the Pacific, and Latin America. And Vanuatu stands out in all of those compacts. One of the things that I noticed in previous comments was a certain interest in a second compact. And those of us who have worked with Vanuatu strongly believe that a second compact for Vanuatu would be well merited.
I believe that there are those of us who know the government's commitment and the people's commitment that we would like to see Vanuatu get a second compact. And certainly everything I can do from my pulpit as the ambassador will be done to try and help and work with the government and MCC to see a second compact come to fruition.
Congratulations.
You must service a government, and we choose road here, show him commitment blong him, long improve service, more access, especially long all rural people, more blong give him chance, long all new investment. And you may know want them say road here, and we give him chance, long all no good fasten, long he start kerap. Also, by Misalem Crown, and you are more marvelous something.
Rotia hemi one placing plomi fala hemi mekem planted change lo home lo ol mama ol yes yumi lo kaba area ika plante area where yumi sabe talk about especially all mama one main something where you benefit all mama all market all from all mama all stop ko lo market lo town.
Ikat full up kut fala lesson we Vanuatu ilanem long MCA-Vanuatu project and one long olketa straight fasin blong project management mo contract management. Vanuatu government ibin appreciate them one we MCA-Vanuatu project isoem long project management mo contract management capacity through long 5-year compact ya. So government ni taken one good fala decision blong establish him Vanuatu Project Management Unit or VPMU. VPMU by replace MCA-Vanuatu Project Unit. So long future we stop come VPMU now by look after them all in infrastructure project mol nara big fala project lo government. Now we are with first fala compact between MCC mo Vanuatu i finish road project is strengthening plante fasin blong governance way blong making business mo standard blong life blong all man Vanuatu i improve plante road i making access easy long all different services blong government mo tu Chinese blong making business i kam mo easy future blong road ya i stop blong hand blong all man Vanuatu mol good fala development is have happen no mo suppose you me work together long peace mo unity, long town in poverty, mo increase in economic activity, long side long tourism, mo agriculture, with them good fala road infrastructure.
With them improvement below road, you must look forward lo plesia, below you may sabi change, below you may sabi putum one fare first time, with them all pangalo. After you must look forward, you must put on one 5-star hotel. It was look Coachui.
We are celebrating today for the reason that the Millennium Challenge Corporation assistance has reached our shore, and today we are now celebrating the successful completion of the first compact. Who know what will be the next in line, but I strongly believe that America will go ahead with a needed second compact.
Thank you, MCC! MCA-Vanuatu!
Vanuatu.